kids, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Chinonye, and if you're watching me for the first time, thank you for stopping by today. And make sure you hit that subscribe button down there, either here or here, and the notification bell up here. So each time we drop a new content, you will be missing out on any of them next year. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys. You guys have been so amazing. You guys have kept me going, and I appreciate you all. Here on my channel, I share my life experiences on marriage, relationships, and general lifestyle. So guys, if you want to know me more and you want to learn how to keep a happy and healthier marriage, make sure you watch this video to the end, share and comment. Alright, so guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing 5 lessons I've learned in my 10 years of marriage, and it has kept me going. It is making me stronger in this journey, because marriage is an institution whereby you got to choose your own course of study and study it, learn it, and be successful in it. That is marriage for me. Okay, and for the past 10 years it has been an amazing journey and a memorable one. So I learned few things, and that is what I'm going to be sharing in this my new video, so that you can learn one or two things. I'm not saying that my own marriage is perfect, but we learn every day to improve on what we are doing already. So guys, make sure you watch this video to the end. Alright, so guys, let's go. So guys, the number one lesson I learned in my 10 years of marriage was commitment. Yes, you know, most of us, we don't understand this word commitment. It plays a vital role in our marriage. First of all, you got to know that your marriage is what you want it to be. Okay, if you want it to be successful, it depends on you. How happy you want to be in your marriage all depends on you. Okay, and for it to work perfectly, you have to sacrifice a lot. You have to sacrifice your time, you have to dedicate your body, you have to commit everything in you, everything within you, into your marriage for it to be a successful one. You know, most of us at times we wish our marriage is like Mr. B or Mr. A or Mr. C. Let's first of all evaluate the kind of sacrifice they have invested in it for it to be successful. So if you are that kind of person, please sit down, ask yourself this question: what are the things that I need to do? What are the things, the sacrifice that I need to pay to make sure that my marriage is successful? I learned that 5 years ago, and it has kept me going. For instance, when I want to serve my husband meal, it's a sacrifice. When I want to make his bed, it's a sacrifice. It's time. I'm dedicating my time to do all those things. The time, you know, I used to make his meal is commitment. The time I used to, you know, do the laundries for him is sacrifice. The time I pay to the kids is sacrifice. The time I take to organize the home is sacrifice and making. The time I serve his meal is commitment. So you got to like position your mind. You have to like, you know, tell yourself that, okay, this is what is going to work for me, and how do I make it work so that he will not complain and you will be happy. Because when he stops complaining, you more happy you will become in your marriage. So learn how to commit your time, learn how to dedicate your body. When does he want you? No excuses. All those things are sacrifices you are paying. And the end result is what determines how successful you are at the end. Okay, so I learned it helped me a lot. So if you're the type that doesn't know when your husband's supposed to eat, when you don't know the time when you are supposed to serve his food, you don't know the time he is supposed to have his bath. He don't know the kind of when to do his laundry for him, iron them, all those things. Even though you have um helps at home with you, it's still important. Men value it when you serve their meal. When you dedicate that time, no matter how busy you are, make sure you serve your husband's meal. It's a sacrifice. I know it's very difficult. For we women, it's very, very difficult. When if you can dedicate that time, even another person, you have a crew that does that for you. But make sure that you serve him his meal. He will be happy and you too will be happy. So these are the sacrifices we need to pay attention to. His meal, what kind of food does he like? All those things. Make sure you clean his room. Even though you are busy, have people do it for you. Check what they have done. Check it and he will be happy. Even though you are not the one doing it, but the fact that you are dedicating time to check, you know, the assignment you have given them and they have done it properly, you don't have any problem. You are going to be what? Happy. So learn how to stay committed to your marriage. Learn how to pay a lot of sacrifice. It's affecting your children. Your children, they are also learning from it. All those things you are doing, think they are not seeing it, they are seeing it, and they will grow up in becomes part of them. And that will now make them to build a happy and a successful home when they are in marriage. All right, so learn how to stay committed and learn how to pay sacrifice your time. Is going to pay you. I did that, it paid me today, and that is why I'm sharing. Okay, so learn how to stay committed to your marriage. The second one I learned was communication. This word communication is two ways, the sender and the receiver. And we women, we are always at the receiving end, while the men are always at the sending end. If you don't know how to communicate effectively to your husband, or your husband is going to affect a lot of things. Okay, please make sure you learn this word communication. It helps a lot. It bridges a lot of gap in marriages. But if you can communicate effectively, if you can learn it today, even if you don't know how to do it before, but if you can start doing it, start practicing it today, it's going to change a lot of things in your marriage. Poor communication is what causes nagging in marriage. Is what causes misunderstanding in marriage. Because at a point you are trying to pass a message, and the receiver, being your partner, is not understanding what you are saying. He or she can't interpret it. It becomes a problem for him. Before you know what is happening, he will tag you or she will tag you a nagging wife or a nagging husband. Men can be nagging, yes, as well. Yeah, I've seen some men that can nag. It's not only women. This word called nagging is not for only women. Men can nag. But because the majority is the majority carries the vote, we women will nag a lot. And what causes this nagging is poor communication. When you don't know how to communicate properly to your partner, it turns out to be nagging, it turns out to be fighting, it turns out to be arguments. Okay, I learned it helped me. I was suffering that sickness years back, but when I got to understand the power of effective communication, it helped me a lot. Because at times we be talking, my husband wants to understand what I'm saying. I don't know, maybe because of my age then, but as I started growing up, it started leveling up, things begin to change. He begin to understand, the way I talk. For me, I was saying the right thing. I think it's making sense to me, but the receiver is not getting it, is not understanding it. So I started reading books, started listening to people, I started asking myself, why is that each time I see something he doesn't understand it turns out to quarrel, it turns out to argument, it turns out to fight. So at the point I started talking to myself, I started praying, because at times those things are not ordinary. I was like, okay, I sat down, I started talking to myself. So led me to like being selective with words, my choice of words. When I want to pass a message to him, I got to like select my words before I start talking, so that I will say something that will annoy him, so that that conversation, will last long and we're able to benefit from it. But if I cannot pass it, effectively it turns out to quarrel. That is why most of us women are suffering in our marriage, poor communication. But if you can get it right, if you can study how to effectively communicate with your man, I believe it will help you. It will save a lot in your marriage. It will reduce nagging, it will reduce quarreling, it will reduce fighting, it will reduce unnecessary arguments. Unnecessary argument is going to eradicate all those things out from the marriage. And you find out that when you start communicating, you start a conversation with someone you want to discuss, you find that you will be happy, both of you will be happy, gisting. It becomes fun. But when this bad habit of poor communication comes in, it ruins a lot of things. So I learned that it helped me. So for my young couples out there, you got to cultivate these, you got to learn how to communicate effectively to your partner, so that you can have a smooth and a seamless conversation. Alright, so learn it today. Effective communication. Alright, it's going to help you. It helped me, and that is why I'm sharing. One. The third one I learned was transformation. I remember when I was young, we normally attend marriage seminars and all that, friends gisting, girls gisting, and all that. At a point we are like, okay, a man is proposing to you, a guy is talking to you, but you like him, but you don't like the way he dresses, you don't like the way he talks. But because there's some, you know, other attributes that is attracting you to him, and you don't want him to go, so you now believe in yourself that, okay, let me just marry him. I will change him. When I get married to him, I will change the mode of dressing. I will change that. I don't like the way he thinks. I don't like the way he thinks. I'm going to change all that. Don't worry, when I get married to him, I'm going to change him. My dear, it does not work. Yes, I said so. It didn't work for me. Rather, it will frustrate you. First of all, you got to understand that you are coming from a different background. He is coming from a different background, joined together, and it takes two to tango. You can't change him. You are coming into his world. Yes, he's not coming into your world. The man, you are coming into the man's world. So you got to follow him. As he leads you, you follow him. Whatever he says, you follow him. The only thing you can do to help yourself is to advise him. But for you to change him is not possible. Girl, it's not possible. You can't change a man's personality, because that is his own ideology, that is his own concept. So why will you change it? It doesn't work. So remove that ideology from your mind that you are going to change your man. You will change the way he thinks, change his thoughts, change his way of manner of talking and all that. It does not work. Leave him, let him live his life the way he wants. Leave his own concepts, let it flow with it the way he wants. You can only advise. Alright? So I learned that, it helped me. So if anyone is telling you out there that when you get married to a man that you can change him, change a lot of things, please do not accept that ideology. It does not work. If you want to be successful in your marriage, learn how to allow your man to flow with his own concept. It can only advise. It will help you and it will save your marriage, and you will be happy at the end. One I'll be talking about is forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness is very, very, very vital. If you want to have a successful home, if you want to run a happy and steadier home, you got to have this attitude of forgiveness. A lot of us women will find it difficult to forgive. You have a very slow, your heart is so hard that even when the man is apologizing, you still find it difficult to let go. Even when he is kneeling down, apologizing, asking you to please, maybe forgive me, it will not happen again. You will lock your heart. you don't want to accept that apology, you don't want to forgive him, is not good. It's not a good attribute to a woman who wants to run a successful home. Learn how to forgive. I learned that earlier enough. It helped me. Before you act, I've already forgiven you. Even if you did not ask, I've already forgiven you. You know why I did that? I want to be happy. Yes. And I don't want to transfer the aggression more happier. So please inculcate that. Make sure it's a habit you practice every day. Forgiveness. Before he asks, forgive him. Even if you have seen it or you have heard it anywhere, forgive him. Let peace reign. For the sake of your children, because these children you are grooming them, they are growing, and one day they are going to be in their own home as well. So it's one they learned from you as the mom. That's what they are going to be practicing at their own time. So the more you start learning how to develop and build a happy and a successful home, the best for you and your kids, because they are learning from you. So please, let's try as much as possible to forgive our partners whom they have offended us. Don't even let them come apologize. Don't even let it get to that stage. But if you can, please forgive them instantly, and it's going to save you a lot of stress. Okay? So learn to forgive. The fifth one I'm going to be talking about is assumption. Please, never you assume anything in your marriage. It's going to hurt you badly, okay? So instead of you to sit down there and guessing, thinking, assuming he's cheating on you, assuming he's doing that, assuming there's something he's hiding from you, assuming he's supposed to read your mind, he's supposed to understand your actions, he's supposed to understand your emotions, he's supposed to understand the reason why you are doing that. Please stop all that. It's not going to help you in your marriage. Instead of assuming, instead of guessing, instead of thinking that he is cheating on you, he's having a secret affair with another woman, you are not sure, because most times all those things you assume are not in existence. Maybe you heard it from your friend, or maybe you were searching his phone and you got to find out one little thing or the other. Please advise you to talk to him, advise you to walk up to him, ask him questions. However, on the other hand, he doesn't want to open up, he doesn't want to tell you, or he doesn't want to discuss about it. You know, some men, when you ask them some questions like that, they will tell you they don't want to discuss about it now. Please, when he says such a thing, let the sleeping dog lie, let him be for that moment. I guess maybe one day he will come back to his senses and open up to you. Instead of sitting down and worrying yourself with nothing that you are not sure of, you don't have to prove, why don't you let it go? Why don't let it bother you? See, you have one life to live. If anything happens to you, my fellow woman, you are going to see feet down there. The man is out there looking for a second one to replace you immediately. So why will you bother yourself? Why will you keep hurting yourself with a lot of assumptions? Some of these assumptions are not in existence. They don't even exist. They are just your mere imagination. So why will you think assuming something that is not real, that you don't have proof? Walk up to him, ask him questions. Learn to ask questions. Open your mouth, ask questions. I believe by the time you ask, first day, the second day, maybe the third day, he will decide to open up and share the secret with you. However, just like I said, if he doesn't want to talk about it, let him be. Be yourself, take care of yourself, and be happy for the sake of your health. Yes, be happy. Never assume anything that you are not sure of. It's going to help you and it's going to save your marriage. Alright? So guys, this is where we are going to be cutting out for today's video, and I believe we have picked one or two things that is going to help us in marriage from what I've just said: commitment, forgiveness, learn to forgive your spouse, learn to stay committed to your marriage, remove the spirit of assumption in your marriage. Okay, it's going to save you more. It's going to save your life and it's going to make you more happy woman. Okay, so thank you once again for staying true to this point. I love you guys, and please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Like this video, share it, let it go around, and drop your comments below down there. And if you have any questions regarding to what I've just said, or there's a particular topic that is related to what I've just said you want me to talk about, please do not fail to do so. I welcome ideas, I welcome people's opinion, I welcome suggestion. If you have any, please do not fail to drop it below the comment section and I will get back to you. So thank you guys once again.